Join me as I run down the top 10 best used/second-hand A2 friendly motorbikes you can buy for under 3k. Kicking off our top 10 today, we have an oldie but a goodie, the Suzuki Inazuma. Commonly known as one of the most underrated A2 bikes on the used motorbike market, the Inazuma packs a 248cc 4-stroke parallel engine that is capable of producing 24 horsepower and a top speed of 85 miles per hour. In terms of styling, the Inazuma is available in 2 different colourway options, but in my opinion, the Inazuma looks great and can easily rival the likes of Suzuki's older Bandit model and some of the Triumph models. Suzuki is and has always been the #1 manufacturer in the motorbike game, meaning that you will not likely have many issues when it comes to reliability or build quality. You will also be able to pick yourself up a 2016 model for just £2,100, making it one of the cheapest options on our list today. On to the pros, and it's trusty and reliable, and for the cons, it will be underpowered against some of the other models on this list. Sitting at 9th today, we arguably have one of the most iconic A2 bikes on the market year on year, the KTM 390 Duke. How often the Duke appears on these top 10 lists speaks volumes about how good this little bike is, and this was only further confirmed once we got our hands on the 2024 390 not so long ago. The 390 Duke itself has had a large upgrade after 2017, meaning all of the models after get all of the new tech and spec without the hefty brand new price tag attached. It is equipped with the trusty 373cc motor that is capable of producing 44 horsepower and 39 Nm of torque, which is just under the allowance allowed for the A2 licence class. On to pricing, and when looking around, you can pick yourself up a 2019 390 Duke for around £2,400, leaving you £600 spare out of the 3k budget, which perhaps can go towards your motorbike insurance costs. On to pros, and it has great styling and spec. It's also a bargain price. On to cons, and you will need to look for a well-maintained or serviced example. In at 8, we have the Benelli TRK 502X. Sporting a 499cc twin-cylinder engine, the TRK produces a healthy 47 horsepower and 46 Nm of torque, placing itself at the top end of the limit allowed for an A2 licensed capacity bike. Over in Italy, the 502 is a constant top seller, and it is clear to see why. The TRK looks great and features a large LED multi-bulb headlight, front mudguard, a long-range 20-litre fuel tank, large windscreen and rear-view mirrors, as well as a hefty-looking exhaust, ticking all the right boxes. The TRK 502X is a perfect option for those wanting an A2 licence-friendly, adventure-styled motorcycle for under 3k. However, I'm not sure just how well it would actually perform if you were to take it off-road. On to pros, and it has top power for this category. It also has some really great spec. On to cons, and there are a few reliability issues that could crop up. Coming in at number 7, we have the Kawasaki Z300. The Kawasaki Z300 was first introduced to Kawasaki's A2 bike lineup back in 2015. And whilst it is slightly behind some of its rivals in power, putting out just 38 horsepower, it makes up for it in looks and character. In terms of spec, similar to some of the other models we mentioned in this list today, Kawasaki has kept the Z300 stripped down in terms of gadgets and technology. However, it does have a handy eco meter to tell you just how well you are doing for fuel consumption. Lastly, and on to the price, and for a 2016 model of the Z300, you will be looking at paying around £2,700, again leaving you with a spare bit of cash and not maxing out on your entire budget, especially if it isn't necessary to do so. On to pros, and it has really great handling qualities, perfect for newer riders, and it also looks great. On to cons, and it is a lot less powerful than some of the other A2s mentioned on our list, and build quality could be improved slightly. Up next, we have the trusty Husqvarna Svartpilen 401. Powered by a 375cc 4-stroke engine, the Svartpilen pumps out a respectable 44 horsepower and 37 Nm of torque, placing itself right near the very top of the output allowed by the A2 licensing restrictions. We have included the Svartpilen in our list ahead of its KTM brother today, because for the price you pay, you really get a bike packed full of spec and tech. For 2022, the Svartpilen comes equipped with an adjustable front and rear suspension, a slipper clutch, a quick shifter, a 6-speed transmission, ABS, and a large TFT dash, all as standard, setting it apart from some of the other models on this list. All in all, if you're looking to bag yourself a 3-year-old bike for just £2,800, then I'd maybe start searching for your very own 22 plate today. For the pros, it's the Duke 390's cousin. It also is a bargain offer for the year of model. On to cons, and looks won't be for everyone. When the time comes when you need insurance for a new bike, or it is time to renew, make sure to go directly to lexhaminsurance.co.uk or click in the top right hand corner now to get a quote direct with them. They have several exclusive schemes only available at Lexham, so you could save yourself a bit of money. Now coming on to fifth, we have the 2020 BMW G310R. The BMW G310R is a 313cc A2 friendly bike with a power output of 34 horsepower, falling under the maximum output allowed for the A2 class. Another great thing about the G310R has got to be its superb fuel economy, lightweight 158 kg nature and low 785mm seat height that makes the BMW easy to handle and manoeuvre. An element in which the BMW G310R wins for me has got to be the style and design. Coming in 2 different colourway options, this bike has ultimate bike presence, with the white being a personal favourite. When researching, I was able to find plenty of 2020 models available for just under 3k, with less than 5,000 miles on the clock and in excellent condition. Onto the pros, and it's a Beamer under 3k. And the styling is also outstanding. Onto cons, and it is quite standard. Next up, we have another gem of the A2 category here, the YZF R3 from Yamaha. Behind the Meteor 3, we have a 321cc liquid-cooled engine that is capable of producing horsepower output of 41. For 2017, the R3 also comes equipped with ABS, traction control, electric start and tail IDs, all as standard. The R3 has some lovely super sport styling, but it comes with a more laid-back riding position thanks to the slightly raised bars. It means that unlike traditional super sports bikes, it is a bit more comfortable for everyday riding. Don't let that fool you though, the R3 is surprisingly nippy with plenty of fun factor. We are talking Yamaha here, so the reliability of these motorcycles is going to be very high. With plenty of owners' reviews out there to back this up, these bikes are built to last, so finding used models in great condition is relatively easy and comes in around the £2,900 mark. Onto the pros, and it has great reliability. It's also a great sports bike A2 offering. Onto cons, and it will be the top end of your budget. Starting our top 3, we have a neat little offering from Royal Enfield, the Meteor 350. Powering the Meteor 350, we have a long-stroke 349cc engine that pumps out a respectable 20 horsepower and 27 Nm of torque. By no means is this the fastest bike featured, however those who are looking for a bike with great retro looks and personality, then the Meteor might be the one for you. In terms of spec, Royal Enfield has decided to keep it simple, coming equipped with just a small digital LCD with an analog speedometer, LED light, as well as both central and side stands, all as standard, which again might not satisfy those who love more modern tech and spec of the bikes today, but for others this is plenty enough. The best part is, when having a search around, I found plenty of 73 plate Meteor 350s for just around £2,600, which again comes under the budget by £400. And who's going to argue with that? Onto the pros, and it has classic styling. The price is also another win. Onto cons, and the power output is low, and also there aren't that many available. Just missing out on the top spot today, we have the Honda CBR 500R, an iconic A2 compliant sports bike with clean lines and impeccable looks. What makes this bike perfect for the A2 class really comes down to its 471cc parallel twin engine. Put that in combination with its comfortable, sporty riding position, and you have a bike fit for building confidence and control. In terms of tech, you will find ABS and a black and white LCD dash with Bluetooth connectivity, electronic start and LED lights all round, and headlight as standard. which is a nice added bonus. As I scroll through the likes of Auto Trader, I found a handful of 2017 models that average around the 2,500 mark, leaving you an extra £500 of your 3k budget to get some suitable leathers or even a good helmet. Onto pros, and the styling is stunning. It also has decent spec. Onto cons, and I'll be honest, there's not a huge amount. Stealing the number one spot today, we have the Yamaha MT-03. Not only is the MT-03 a great alternative option to the R3, it also comes equipped with the same A2 compliant 321cc parallel twin engine, chassis and wheels. But if you do prefer the futuristic street style of the MT range, then the 03 might be the one for you. In terms of spec, the 17-plate MT-03 is compact with LED lighting all around and an LCD dash as standard. Is it the most tech-heavy bike in the world? No, but it is just enough for an A2 bike and removes the complications of having to manage different riding modes or traction control. The reason why it deserves to be top spot on my list today is due to the ease of ride. This is something we've noticed quite prominently when we reviewed the 03 model previously, all thanks to its upright riding position, 780mm seat height and responsive brakes. For just under 3k, you can bag yourself a 2017 Yamaha MT-03 in excellent condition, which admittedly, yes, it is at the higher end of the 3k budget. However, if you want an A2 bike that carries all the big bike energy, then the MT-03 is the one for you. Onto pros, and it has hyper naked styling. It also handles really well on the roads. Onto cons, and it's not peak horsepower for this category. Enjoyed that video? Let me know your favourite for 2025. Please give us a like, subscribe, and why not check out another one of our videos just here. See ya!